Yo, what's going on, boys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over 3 trades that I took in the past couple of days. One was a winner, the other was a break even, and then the last one I secured a winning day. With that being said, all links are in the description, and let's get right into the video. Okay, so this is how the P&L calendar is looking for January so far. So this trade I actually took on Sunday, but it was an Asia session trade. And then I actually took 2 trades today, but they were the same kind of idea, except one got break even, and then the other one looked even better. It actually would have ended up getting break even as well, but I decided to secure the winning day because I was up enough points where I could do so. Anyway, though, you can see here on my spreadsheet, we are looking pretty good on the month. We're sitting at exactly a 90% win rate. But let's get into the trades. As you can see, I put this in my Discord. I put possibly interested in longs to the new week opening gap. As you saw, we opened, obviously we created that new week opening gap, absolutely dumped down, and then it looked like we were getting displacement higher. It looked like we were going to take this out pretty fast, and this is what ended up happening. As you can see, pretty much no drawdown, just like straight to TP. Took this trade with 5 micros, and then I also added in once we were like ultra confirmed to take out this draw. And this is honestly like just a textbook continuation. As you can see, I executed on the 32nd here because honestly, we got surprisingly good volume for this session. As you can see, I took it on the 32nd. You can see we obviously came down, we tapped a higher time frame gap. I believe it was like maybe a 5-minute gap that we tapped into here, and then we got a great invalidation on the 32nd off of this candle, but I wanted to be extra sure, so I waited for the next candle, and then obviously break even at the internal high. And then once we came back down and then got another invalidation of this mini retrace right here, that's when I added in. And like, yeah, this is a very textbook trade. Obviously it took a little bit to end up, getting to that TP, but a very good trade. Honestly, I can't be mad. Again, I did take this on Sunday, but that was the first trade. Let's move on to the second trade. I actually forgot there was another trade I took the next day, New York AM session. And this was the trade. As you can see, very obviously displacing up. Very probable wicks here on the lower time frame. We're very obviously going to take out this draw. We get a retracement, and honestly, this one retraced into no gaps. However, just based on how this candle closed right here, the one that my cursor is on, I was very confident that this trade was going to play out. And once we got delivery right through the internal high off of this candle, that's when I went break even. Of course, though, the exact next candle came out, took our break even, and then I'm pretty sure like 2 or 3 minutes after, this trade ended up hitting. Also wanted to add to this that we were getting that displacement out of a rejection from a 15-minute gap. And then this was today. A lot of people ended up getting, or a lot of continuation traders ended up getting a long to this 4-hour high right here. However, I didn't take it because in my opinion, like the setups that I want to see, that just wasn't very A+, which it's completely fine if you did. Like obviously everyone's discretion is different. I would just actually wait for a setup that I'm, more confident in. And yeah, that was not one of them. However, this was the trade that I did end up taking. This was actually the first trade. It looks way better on this time frame. As you can see, very obviously displacing up. We actually end up tapping into, I believe this is a 5-minute gap. After coming all the way back up, an unbelievable flip, we ended up pulling back, and then this candle literally invalidates the entire retrace. I entered right here, so I didn't top blast. Went break even at the internal high, and then I also added into this position when we came down and then we came all the way back up. It looks a lot better on the 1 minute, but unfortunately I did end up getting break even on this. As you can see, like it wouldn't have mattered if I added in or not. It would have just taken out my entry regardless, which sucks. But you can see more of the trade idea here. A massive 5-minute gap. We put this rejection in right here, little retrace, and then an invalidation of that retrace, break even at the internal high. And then obviously we just failed to deliver in that time frame, unfortunately. This was the second trade that I took. Literally exact same idea. We came down after it ended up, stopping me out at break even. We came down and we tapped this other 5-minute gap. A beautiful rejection out. I was actually in drawdown on this one for a little bit. But again, great rejection out of that gap. We ended up getting some delivery through the internal high. That is when I went break even. And then we kind of just messed around. It ends up coming back down, taking out my entry. And bro, this is literally what happened like 3 or 4 minutes after it stopped me out break even. So unfortunate, but it literally didn't end up hitting until later on in the trading day. So we managed it pretty well. Anyway, guys, as you can see, I'm up a little over 2,500 in these past couple days. I'm also 2 days off of another payout. So looking forward to that. We're managing January pretty well. I've literally only taken 1 loss. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this one. If you guys are interested in joining my inner circle, all links will be in the description. You guys can also book a free call for me just so you know what you're getting yourself yourself into. I would never advise making impulsive decisions with your money. And the links to all my other socials as well as my inner circle is in the description. By the way, join the Discord. It's literally free. And other than that, that's going to do it for this one. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.